He will defend. Oh! LeBron James with no regard for human life.
Iguodala to Curry, back to Iguodala, up for the layup. Oh, blocked by James.
Here comes McCready. Oh, he just sucked the gravity right out of the building.
I like my meatballs spicy.
Irving and Curry, one-on-one.
Irving puts it up. It's good. Kyrie Irving from downtown. Step back three, high arcing shot. He backs it in. Oh, Luka Doncic. Such a clutch three-pointer.
Irving, step back three. Oh! Kyrie Irving buries it for the lead.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Hoop There It Is podcast. What an introduction.
Hello.
Hello. And we have video this week, so youtube.com, search Hoop There It Is podcast. There'll be a link in the episode description if you'd like to see the live stuff. No, because we don't have enough subscribers yet. We need 100.
Damn it.
Mm-hmm.
How many do we have? 2?
1. It's me.
Yes.
I'm the subscriber.
I'm not even subscribed.
Me either.
That's good.
I
I
haven't
didn't know we had
shared it.
YouTube.
I didn't either.
It's okay. I'll share it now.
Is there anything on our YouTube?
Just audio transcripts. So no. No.
Yeah,
nothing.
so no.
Did you type those yourself?
No.
Oh.
I had to think about it for a second. Anyway, it is the regular season. We are finally here. We're,
Cheers!
yeah.
We're drinking water.
For once.
Yeah. Anyway, regular season is finally here.
What cup did I get?
You got a Deadpool PP cup.
A what?
It says
PP?
PP. I think it says, or does it say Slurpee?
No, that's Anthony's pee-pee cup.
Oh, man.
Why is that the only reaction you have to is, oh, man?
Why do you always make me drink out of the pee-pee cup? Delete.
Oh, nice. Anyway, let's get into it. We have a new format now, which is still stumbling around in the introduction. But we're going to try to be actually structured for you guys. And that's why we have the video here today. It is going to be weird. But we're going to first start, what we're going to do every week is this. We're going to, number one, ask you for a 5-star slam dunk rating or review. So number one on some kind of chart. We will also start every podcast out intro, and then we're going to talk about a hot topic of the week. This week, we're going to talk about Lonzo versus Ben Simmons. Who would you start your team with?
Yeah!
Then we will do a spin the wheel, talk about a random team.
Yeah!
We'll talk about some around the league stuff, which will always include the Dallas Mavericks, Mav fans for life. We're going to do...
Those aren't sound bites. It's just TJ.
It's just TJ.
Which I guess you can see that now.
Yeah, you can see
Wow.
that. Wow, yeah, it's a thing. Joe's got a heat check. He's going to talk about who's hot, who's not, how he's hung over. And TJ will roast people, and then we'll get the fuck out of here. Try to take an hour of your time.
I might roast people. I might
Compliment people.
Yeah.
True.
I'm
Who
not
knows?
hungover.
Yet.
I might be tomorrow, but I'm not right now.
Well, it's pretty late.
Joe feels fine.
That's not true either.
Let's get into our very first, I guess, like not really a question bag, our fast break topic of the week, if you will.
Beep beep.
So
We're so good at
I'm doing the sound effects for the podcast. Don't even add any.
gotcha. Hey.
No, we should never add sound effects. Just do them yourself.
Fast break.
You're gonna
Why
have
is
to do
that
a
what
better
you
one
think
for
a fast
mine.
break sounds like?
There has to be a better one for mine.
I don't understand why that's.
Oh, just you wait.
Jesus Christ.
All right. Well, anyway. Good thing we came.
Fast break.
Maybe it is right. The camera does change you.
Yeah. It
Fast break.
didn't. It didn't at all.
Fast break.
What are you like? Are you in 7th grade, like with your girlfriend? Just with the arm?
It's the closest thing I have.
Okay.
Also, there's no armrest on this
The
chair.
way you're holding that looks like you're ready to overdose on stage.
Nobody said I'm not.
That's true.
Okay. Continue.
All right, so 2 point guards, 2 young point guards in the league right now, both with some teams kind of sort of built around them. I guess not so much with Ben Simmons, but
LeBron James.
Lonzo Ball has been balling for the Pelicans so far this year. Ben
too bad.
Simmons has improved quite a bit. He has a shot now, which is new. And Embiid has already missed a game, so you can't count on Embiid not to actually play every single game.
That's fair.
So Ben Simmons is there most of the games.
Yes.
Who would you start your franchise with if you had to pick a point guard? Only those 2 options. Who would you pick and why? Joseph.
Oh man, I hate going first.
Yeah. Fast break.
I want to pick. I think I'm going to go Lonzo. Reason being,
Well, I know.
that's why I said reason being, is because he's the son of the great the greatest ball of them all.
Okay.
Yeah.
He was better than Michael Jordan.
He beat him one-on-one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So why would
Never
you not
lost.
bet on him? Because the son of another NBA player is always really good.
Yep.
So
See Tim Hardaway Jr.
no, but I think Lonzo actually has just some real potential to
Is it like
develop his
pretentious
game.
potential? Is he like pretentious about his potential?
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, potential.
Yeah, he has some real potential
Webster.
to develop into a great player. I mean, he didn't have a great start with the Lakers, and then he showed a lot of development with the Pelicans, and I think he's a player that will grow and continue to grow into, like, he'll probably have a pretty good career, I think.
You think he has more potential than Ben Simmons, though? I mean, that's hard to say.
I know it's hard to. I mean, it's all hypothetical. Like I'm just
But like
gonna,
right now, like with where
I
like,
think
with the progress
Lonzo's
that you've
I think
seen.
Lonzo's rate of improvement has grown more than Ben Simmons has.
Oh, I don't know if I agree with that. I'll get to my point in a second, though. We'll wait.
Because Lonzo was just abysmal for a little
Not
bit.
really. He's
Wasn't
pretty
great.
much just been a gifted passer since day one.
and lockdown D.
He's the same player. He just has he made a three. He made his first 3 attempt the other day. Then he also tried that one-legged James Harden 3 and looked very bad.
It was weird.
I mean,
Whatever.
That was in unison. That was that TJ. Who would you pick? Why?
Well, my original pick was Lonzo. After doing a little bit more research and thinking about it, I'm going to go with Ben Simmons. Based on the simple fact that Ben Simmons seems to... I don't know if he's he's obviously in a better situation, but like I think that Ben Simmons actually cares... I don't want to say cares more about his game, but like has shown more progress in the same amount of time than what I've seen from Lonzo. With Lonzo, I'm not dissing Lonzo, but Lonzo still does not have a shot at all. Ben Simmons at least working on his shot. We don't really see Lonzo working too much on his shot. His shot, like the mechanics of his shot, still looks like trash. And the thing is like, also what you don't have to worry about is like with Lonzo, you're just going to have to worry about your younger brother being better than you. Ben Simmons does have a younger brother coming into the league that's going to be better than him.
Ooh, I like that LaMelo.
There's a lot more pressure on Lonzo. Not to say that he's going to cave on that, but at the same point, I think that Ben Simmons, just based on there's already the pressure to be elite with the 76ers, right?
Right.
That's what they need. They need Ben Simmons to be elite. They need him to be an elite all-star.
Right.
MVP, like fringe MVP, if not MVP.
I mean, yeah,
Then win the finals that way. That's the only way.
Right. He is
know?
he's the missing piece to win a finals. He's the missing piece to not lose to Kawhi on a game winner last
That's right.
year. Yeah.
And so what I'm thinking is that based on like what Ben Simmons has shown, especially this offseason, and just like the intangibles that he has, I'm going to go with Ben Simmons.
So I'm also going to go with Ben Simmons. All that stuff is great, but the main reason I go with Ben Simmons is because in this league, where you have a 6'7", 20-year-old point guard that's been a pro since he was 16, playing for the Mavericks, that's just he's just an athletic freak. He's huge. Ben Simmons is an athletic freak playing the point guard position, while Lonzo has these intangibles as well. Great defender. He's prototypical point guard size. He's like 6'1", 6'2", probably somewhere around there, and he's got great basketball IQ. You just can't replace the potential of a freak athlete like Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons was dominant at LSU his 1 year. Dude can get to the basket with ease, and now he's adding a fairly still inconsistent jump shot.
Right. But at least he's trying.
Right, and I love the added pressure of the Sixers. The Sixers have to be good now. They have a window.
Right.
Their window is we have to win a championship before we can't afford Ben Simmons and Embiid. That's a huge deal. So yeah, I'd go Ben Simmons. It's just athletic freaks, man. They're hard to come across. You don't get these guys like that. If Ben Simmons comes into his own, that's a generational talent just based on his physical assets alone.
Sure.
Add that jump shot, and he's a gifted passer too.
Yeah.
He's a fine defender. He's not a bad defender. He's got Embiid behind him, so
He's not as good as Lonzo for sure.
I mean, most guards in the league aren't.
Right.
I mean, Pat Beverly probably isn't even as good of a defender as Lonzo. Lonzo's pretty ridiculous on
I don't know.
defense.
Pat Beverly and Lonzo's perimeter D is kind of like 1A, 1B.
Yeah, I don't mind. I do love that Joe brought up like Lonzo has the. Was it you that brought up the potential of LaMelo being better than him? Was that you? That was TJ.
That was me.
TJ said it, but I 100% agree with that.
I love that
That's
because
great.
LaMelo's the fucking truth.
Yeah. Yes.
My God.
We'll see, but I think he's
mean,
going to be better
he's
than.
looking- yeah,
I think he's going to be better than Lonzo.
For sure. For sure.
Yeah, he's got
What's the
offense.
third? What's the third ball?
LaMelo,
I don't think it matters. He's the one that
LiAngelo.
LiAngelo.
He's the one that got arrested in China, right?
Yeah.
Is
While
he?
playing overseas, yes.
Yeah,
I think I mean, he's gone now. He doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Never lost. Undefeated.
Uh-huh.
You know, he was right about the son, about old what's his face? Luke Walton. Kings are not very good. Luke Walton can't coach. That's what LeVar said all year last year.
Is it that LeVar LeVar? Is it that Luke Walton can't coach, or is it that the Suns just aren't good because not Buddy Hield, but
You mean the
Marvin
Kings? The
Bagley
Kings is what I
got
mean.
injured?
I mean, there is that, but they are like De'Aaron
My
Fox
bad,
is
my bad.
De'Aaron
Kings.
Fox is playing worse under. Let's move on. Let's save that for around the league.
Yeah.
Let's move on to our next segment here. Spin the wheel. Who are we talking about?
Oh snap!
So every week we're going to spin a wheel here on video, and we're going to talk about a team for just a little bit.
Boom!
And it is.
Wait for it. Wait for it. It is. Ooh. The Boston Celtics.
Oh, good God.
Joe Bear. Mr. Hype Man for the Celtics.
Y'all
Mr.
didn't
Kemba looks great.
You didn't. When did you disagree with me?
None of us disagree that Kemba would look good.
Exactly.
I'm still going to roast you, though.
But
Boom, roasted.
you're roasting yourself. You agreed with me.
Yeah, cool. Boom, roasted.
So about
don't
the
agree.
Celtics. Go
Oh,
ahead.
wait. Soundbite for Spin the Wheel.
That was pretty good. Sounded like Crossfire from like the 90s. No, that would have been higher pitch. I can't do it right now. The Celtics. I'll be honest. I've not watched much of their games, so I don't.
They're 2-1.
They're 2-1. I mean, I know I saw on Bleacher Report's top 30. They ranked all the teams in their first preseason poll or postseason starting poll. They have the Celtics as a top 10 team. The Celtics do have Kemba. They've got Jason Tatum, who's fantastic. Gordon Hayward, who if he can play at least 3/4 of what he is, they should be very good.
Hayward's looking good so far.
Hayward's looking good so far.
Taco
Kemba,
Fall.
Taco Fall, who
They're
can
like
dunk
losing
standing.
they're losing their mind over Taco Fall.
Yeah, it's kind of bizarre. I haven't seen a Celtics fan lose their mind over anybody like that since Brian Scalabrine.
Who is your favorite player of all time?
Yep.
The White Mamba.
The White Mamba. The truth.
So who starts here?
That's Paul Pierce.
TJ, start with the Celtics.
Well, once again, I'm kind of along the same. I haven't seen many of their games, but I have watched a few highlights. So, with that being said, I usually, if you've listened to any of the other episodes that we have recorded so far, which if you haven't, fine. But
I understand.
yeah, I totally get it.
Fine.
But I don't really pay attention to the Eastern Conference unless it's like top heavy teams, which. To be fair, this should be a pretty, 3 or 4 seed we're looking at right now.
Yeah.
But just kind of going through the roster right now, the roster doesn't look bad. I know Taco Fall has been making highlight reels recently because he had 2 dunks in one game and everybody lost their fucking mind.
He had 2 dunks in one game and he never left the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude can just dunk just putting his hand up. It's the craziest thing.
I think he dunked in preseason and jumped afterwards. Like, put it in like hot. It looked really goofy.
So we're looking at I did watch the highlights of the very first game that Boston played against Philly. Season opener for them.
Mm-hmm.
Philly outmatched them like they have been in the past couple of years, but Philly outmatched them bad.
Right.
My biggest issue with Boston right now, if you're looking at it from an Eastern Conference point of view, in terms of like, can we make the Eastern Conference Finals?